Good evening, Cincinnati. This is GCN live from Newport, Kentucky. Tonight's special guest at the Pink Pussycat nightclub, Sybil Bruncheon.
Howdy! Or should I say, bonjour, mes amis, comment ça va? Where are we? Newport, Kentucky? Aye. Now, it's interesting because last week, I have to explain a few things to my home audience. Last week, we had a wonderful, very select audience here. It was quite marvelous. And this week, we have a bunch of toothless hillbillies. Most of whom were waving their Bibles at the gay rally going, Jesus will burn ya! Oh, Prince of Peace, burn these sinners in your divine hibachi. Oh, King of Love and universal joy, torture their flesh in your divinest mercy. I am Sybil Bruncheon, and we are not in Kentucky. But we're almost as bad. We're on Crookshank Road. Thank you. Who said that? Kill him. All right. Tribune, kill him! No one watched The Robe. All right, we'll cut out all that. No one remembers Jay Robinson, one of my favorite actors. We have one problem. We have a continuity problem. This is July 7th or something, and you're probably wondering at home why I'm wearing the same gown as last week. Of course, as a millionaire actress, I would never do such a thing. During the week since last taping, my gowns were stolen. I didn't want to tell you. And I know my audience is as scandalized and horrified that Hurricane Summers, there I've said it, stole my gowns because hers were all bought at McAlpin's. In the hardware basement, for the most part. And when I tell you that my gowns were stolen, and that I, innocent and sweet, a $10 bill, it's really gone downhill. A $10 bill. All right, as I was going to say, I know that my audience tonight is scandalized that I was forced to wear the same gown twice in a row. Aren't you, audience? Oh, yeah. And what are you going to do to the perpetrator of this incredible slight when you find Hurricane Summers? And you at home, if one of you is sleeping beside Hurricane Summers right now, if you know who Hurricane Summers is, I want you to slowly reach over to your bedside table. I want you to pick up your letter opener, and I want you to say, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. I'm mad as hell as I'm not going to take it anymore. Hurricane, Sybil Bruncheon is on TV and she's saying that you stole her gowns. Well, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. Whoever does that tonight, please send your name and address to me, a self-stamped envelope. I will send you this $10. Bring me the head of Hurricane Summers. Set fire to all of Rome until you have found this deranged woman. All right, enough of this nonsense. I was going to put these on as earrings. You know, you're very easy to fool at home. No, admit it. You know you are. If I had changed my earrings and worn the same gown and even stood up in front of the camera, but had one of these clipped to my ears as some sort of punk earring, you would have gone, golly, that Sybil Bruncheon sure is pretty. I've never seen that dress before. Whoa, look at those chandelier earrings she's got on. Those must have run her a pretty penny over at Lou Ayres' store. Actually, these earrings were manufactured by Burke, that skyscraper downtown. They're deco. Don't applaud. Who works for Burke in this audience? No one? All right. You see, I have welfare recipients for an audience. Did they hear that at home? They heard that? Mark, you're so spontaneous. Mark, the purpose of a joke, and I'm sure even our mongoloid audience at home doesn't need this explained to them, but you do, is we can't repeat it again. It loses its spontaneity. Let's all say that in the audience. Spontaneity. There we go. All right, now, I have a box of questions here. How are we running on time? Mark, you have one job to do. We what?
4 minutes and 44 seconds.
To go or left or...
So far.
You know something? I have to tell you something. As a New Yorker, I live in the fastest city in the world. And of course, I don't have the normal prejudices against other towns. Like New Yorkers are so prejudiced about places outside of New York. And my friends always say, oh, Sybil, you're going to Cincinnati, you know? Well, I don't have any of those prejudices at all. Hee-haw. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But I must tell you, they all say time travels so slowly there. They're right. I was sure we just did a 20-minute program. There was absolutely not... It takes like 60 seconds to do 4 hours of material here. No, I just realized something. I died in a plane crash a week ago. This is that Twilight Zone episode where the woman doesn't know she's been killed in a plane crash, and she's wandering around wondering why all her friends aren't speaking to her. She's like at a bridge club and no one's talking to her. I've probably died and gone to hell. And that's why my shows are going to take me forever. This is a Jean-Paul Sartre program. No, I understand now. If I go to the studio door, I'll open it, but there won't be anything. There'll be a brick wall there. I'm doomed forever. And Rod Serling will come in just a second and say, Sybil Bruncheon just entered the Twilight Zone. A life of glamour and frivolity resulted in her. You know, that's what's going to happen here. My shows are going to take me 45 years to do just a commercial. Horrible. Let's do one question. Do we have any time left? Sure, we have 12 hours. I feel like that Greek character who had to roll the stone up the hill and it rolls down the other side. Oh, my. What time do we have, Mark?
4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Mark?
You have 3 minutes.
Do you see what I'm saying? That had to have been... Oh, God. Those Bible Belt people were right. You will burn in hell, you lady in a fancy Hollywood siren dress. And I probably did die at the rally. I probably didn't feel myself have a stroke.
How time flies when you're in a coma.
Really? Now Patricia Neal and I have something in common, don't we? Block that pain with Anison. Dear Miss Bruncheon, this is a question from our audience. Dear Miss Bruncheon, what do you do to pass the evening when it's cold and raining outside? Louise Ludlow. What do I do to pass the evening when it's cold and raining outside?
She would run out of town.
I do programs like this. Yes. I don't do much of anything really. I lead a very boring life. And that's why if you can print my number on the screen, it's 212-799-47. No, just joking. No, you know, Jennifer...
212.
Yes, right. 212. Right. You know, Jennifer O'Neill, at the height of her career, before she had the nasty accident with the gun, and John Eric Hexum had a nasty accident with a gun. Oh, that's terribly tragic. Well, anyway, Jennifer O'Neill was asked, what do? You must have lots of dates. And she was perfectly gorgeous. Johnny Carson was asking her. She said, I don't have any dates. Everyone always assumes I have dates, so no one asks me. So when I'm in Cincinnati, please call me up and take me out for nudie musicals or porn movies or a naked dinner at La Maisonette. That would be very festive. Oh, my. We should give away studio prizes to our audience. You have just won a naked dinner on Thursday, July 8th with Sybil Bruncheon. You and Miss Bruncheon will be stripped completely naked and thrown, screaming and kicking, into La Maisonette. I wonder how the major domo or who's the front door person? The maître d'. Thank you, maître d'. Let's say that in the audience. Maître d'? No, not maître d'. I forgot we're in Kentucky. Maître d'. Harvey, you're from Scotland. You try it. Oh, that was wonderful, Donna. You're from Dayton.
Mater D.
And you shouldn't worry about it, my dear. You're missing those teeth. It's very hard to speak French. We're going to have a French lesson, too. Do we have any time left? Yep, we got 12 minutes left. How much time do we have left?
30 seconds.
Ah, what a relief. Well... I'm going to save this for next week. Darlings... No, I won't. How does it feel to have all the boys running after you, envious? Well, Hurricane, I don't know. It's quite delightful. Anyway, darlings, we'll see you next week. Thank you, studio audience. I love you, and we'll see you next week on GCN, remember, from Cincinnati. Love you. Au revoir.